On March 22nd, 2025, President Trump issued a memorandum titled Preventing Abuse of the Legal System and Federal Court. Sounds good, right? But don't be fooled, because what he's really doing is sending a message. If you are a lawyer and you dare to challenge my, Trump, anti-immigrant policies, I'm coming after you. That's what he's saying. But what does this mean for you as someone who might not be a U.S. citizen or whose loved one might not be a U.S. citizen? This move is designed to intimidate you and make it harder for you to get the help that you need. And by you, I mean you or your friends or your family. How does he plan to do this? By using Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 11. This rule is part of the legal system that, in theory, exists to prevent abuse in the courts, but in the wrong hands, it can become a weapon. Stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to explain what the order says, how Rule 11 works, why it's bullshit, and what it really means for you. What does the executive order say? In it, he gives direct instructions to the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security to identify and punish attorneys or law firms that, according to him, are abusing the judicial system. And what does abuse mean to Trump? Basically, any lawsuit that challenges his policies. He uses words like frivolous, unreasonable, and vexatious to describe lawsuits he doesn't like. But those are very subjective legal terms. And what he's really doing is criminalizing disagreement with him. He wants to silence the lawyers who fight against his unfair rules, especially those of us who defend immigrants in court. How is he going to do it? By using Rule 11. What is Rule 11? Glad you asked. It was created to prevent lawyers from filing fake cases with made-up information or with the intent to harass, annoy, or delay a legal process. Every time a lawyer signs a legal document that they're filing with court, they're certified three things. One, that what's written in the document has a legal basis, or at least a reasonable argument to change the law. Two, that the facts have some kind of evidentiary support, meaning they just make it up. And the third thing, that they're not filing the case just to bother, harm, or manipulate the system. This rule has existed for decades. It's supposed to prevent the abuse of the court system. That's a good thing. No one supports lawyers filing completely false or harassing lawsuits. But here's the problem. How is Trump trying to use Rule 11? In a dangerous way. He's not using it to protect the court system. He's using it to scare lawyers, especially those of us who dare to file immigration cases that challenge his absurd policies. Think about it. Immigration law is complicated. It's changing all the damn time. Just because a lawyer challenges a new rule or policy doesn't mean they're acting in bad faith. It means they're doing their job, defending their clients and testing the laws in court. But under the executive order, lawyers could be punished simply for doing what they're supposed to do, fighting for justice. You might be thinking, okay, but what does this have to do with me? I'm not a lawyer. I just want to fix my papers or protect my family from being deported unfairly. But it has everything to do with you. Because what Trump is doing with this executive order sends a very clear message. He wants to scare the lawyers who dare to defend people like you. He's basically saying, if you're a lawyer and you're fighting against my policies, I'm coming after you. Now think about that for a second. Can you imagine living in a country where lawyers are afraid to defend their clients? We're standing up there for an immigrant could actually put your law license at risk. That's not justice. That's not freedom. That's not the America I believe in and became a U.S. citizen to support. Trump says he wants to prevent abuse of the legal system. But let me ask you, who gets to decide what's abuse? Trump? His attorney general? His political friends? That's the very definition of authoritarian power. And the worst part, he's trying to use the system to justify it. But like I explained earlier, Rule 11 was created to punish people who lie in court or who file lawsuits just to harass others. It was never meant to punish lawyers who are legitimately challenging governmental abuse. That's why organizations like AILA, the American Immigration Lawyers Association, which I'm a part of, and the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, and hundreds of law firms across the country are all saying the same thing. This isn't about protecting the courts. This is an attack on the courts, plain and simple. And that's exactly why now, more than ever, you need to know you are not alone. There are lawyers like me and many others who will not be intimidated. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep defending your rights. We're going to keep looking for every possible legal option to protect you and your family. Trump wants you to be afraid of talking to a lawyer? Do the opposite. Talk to a lawyer. Ask questions. Get informed. Because what he's really afraid of is you knowing your rights. And listen, I know there's a lot of fear going on right now. There are people hiding because they're afraid to go to court. They're afraid to apply for asylum. They're afraid to talk to a lawyer because it feels like the whole system is stacked against them. And honestly, I understand that fear. We now have a former president back in power who's punishing lawyers, attacking judges, and doing everything he can to shut the door on those that need help the most. But here's my message to you. We're not going anywhere. We're not giving up. And we will not let them silence you or take away your chance at a better future. You want to know what really bothers Trump? Immigrants like you, knowing your rights, standing up, and fighting back. So if you're watching this video and wondering, do I even have a chance? The answer is, you won't know until you find out. And that's exactly where we come in, because this is just the beginning. And I'll tell you one thing, we're not going anywhere. I'll see you in the next video. We're in this together.
Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.